YouTube, we are back again.
Hey, what's going on? This is Sunshine.
And E.
Hey, what's going on? What we getting into today?
We comedy, ha ha ha.
Comedy. Yeah, it's funny when I look at it. We almost it's not necessarily exact colors. Maybe right where the light is kind of what you got on there. And I kind of got to have something like it's not as much.
Because I was Sunshine, no.
But this is Larry the Cable Guy, huh? Yeah. Now he's part of. You know how they had the Kings of Comedy where you had D.L. Hughley and Cedric Entertainer, and we won't go on about that. But I think they did the same thing. They had the same thing kind of like that where they had the Cable Guy, Jeff Foxworthy, who was the guy? There was one guy. There's your sign. I can't remember what his name was. He actually does commercials. He slimmed out a little bit.
Yeah.
But and there was one other person I can't remember. And people, if you know what I'm talking about, you can put in the comments below and let me know. But these are kind of some of the top, country style kind of. It's kind of like going hand in hand with country music. You kind of got that feel to it. Good old down home guys. Just average guys. So. This is the Cable Guy. He actually was in a few movies. I don't think he's been in any lately, but he's actually funny in a couple of the one movie I just see. He was kind of funny. I kind of liked him. He was kind of funny in that. But okay. But we're gonna get into Larry the Cable Guy, and what is it? Spend quality time with the family. So let's go and take a listen to him. But before we get started, anything you want them to do for us?
Hit the like button.
Mm-hmm.
Subscription and the notification.
All right.
Said married couples should have more kids. That's easy for him to say. Daggone Pope ain't got no kids. How about I drop my kids off at the Vatican for a couple hours? How's that sound? Yeah, see if they can get grape jelly out of the Pope hat. All right? That's why I never understood kidnapping. Really? You want to put up with this bullshit? Are you kidding me? Hold him. You kidnap my kids, they'd be back on the porch in 2 days with an apology note strapped to the side of them. Oh, but I love them. I don't care what age it is. You put up with it. I love them so much, I'll tell you. I was going to homeschool my kids, and then my wife reminded me, we're idiots.
Never wanted to get into homeschooling. I just, no.
Hey, I was homeschooled, and I loved it. I finished second in my class. It wasn't until 2 years ago my mom told me that she'd made the dog valedictorian. I worry about my kids, though. They're so sweet. My little girl's such a sweetie, and my little boy's got a kind heart, and I just worry about bullies and, I was bullied by a fourth grader one time, and, I hated every minute of it. So I went home and told my wife she's got to go pick the kids up because I can't handle it down there anymore. Hey, you laughed. There's some big-ass fourth graders out there. I mean, this girl, she wasn't small. I'll guarantee you that. Remembered Father's Day, my kids. By the way, Father's Day is the biggest piece of crap holiday they got out there. That's where your wife and kids take your money and buy you crap you didn't want to begin with. All right? But my kids, they're so sweet. They drew a picture of me and put "We love you, Daddy" on it. And which is awesome. And I felt so bad because instead of me going, man, I love my kids, this is all, the only thing I could think when they give it to me was, I'm not that fat, am I? And it bugged me, and I told them, kids, I like the picture, but I'm not that fat. And they're like, yeah, you are. I'm like, no, I'm not. Yeah, so they took the picture and held it up to my cell phone, and it unlocked it. Took family vacation. Everybody wants to go canoeing, which I didn't want to do. Canoeing's an old Indian word that means butt blisters. Yeah, canoeing's a lot of fun when you're a fat guy. Yeah, that's a lot of fun right there. My little boy's in the front. I'm in the back, going down the river for 5 miles, popping a wheelie, going in circles. Got a catfish stuck to my nipple. I can't get it off of there. He's like, why do I got to wear a life jacket? Because if this thing tips over, it'll keep you alive long enough for me to save the Kentucky Fried Chicken over there, all right? Yeah, the Pope.
Larry.
Yeah. He was. I mean, I guess he's still touring, doing his thing, and he was huge. I guess in the '90s, maybe '90s, early 2000s. He was really big during those times. And whenever I see him and see him perform, it always puts me in the mind. I don't know why, and I never really. You remember we went to was it Dixie Stampede? They do this thing where they have everybody in the room. They do this little performance and there was a guy. He was kind of big guy, and he was. Every time I see him, he reminds me of that.
It's Biscuit.
Biscuit. That was a guy. He was. He had something to do that. One of these Dolly Parton's. Or the person that was playing was Dolly Parton played with him or something, played for her or something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's you all will hear us from time to time talk about different places. Now I say Dixie Stampede, and we've been to a few different ones. We've been some in California. I mean not California, but North Carolina. Oh yeah, no, South Carolina, which is in Myrtle Beach. They have one there. We've been to too. So we try to get out there on the road and travel as much as we can. So a lot of times these things that remind us. One that I want to see in Pigeon Forge. Anybody ever been to Pigeon Forge and been to the Comedy Barn?
Mm.
Let me know, because I think it's a comedy thing where you get food too. It's like kind of like Dixie Stampede, but it's still different. Like, dinner show type thing. And that one, and there's another one's the Hatfields and McCoy. They have that down there. Anybody been to those? Let me know. What it's about. How is it a decent show? I'm sure it is. Probably, but I guess once we get out and about again, we'll go down and check that out. I just always ride by that Comedy Barn, or I think that's what it's called, and that Hatfield McCoy. I said, man, I'd love to go and check that out because I think that'd be fun. But that's the problem.
Actually, I think a couple of years ago we were supposed to go to the Hatfields and McCoy. We went to a resort. And they put us down for the tickets, but when we went to go get the tickets, they gave our tickets away.
Oh, okay.
So we were supposed to go to that show. Finally thought we were going to go, but that was a couple of years ago.
That's kind of on my bucket list when it comes to travel. Whenever I go back down there, because a lot of times we do some of the same things. We just kind of really go there to get away, and there's a lot of stuff down there to do, and there's a lot of stuff we need that we can still do, because we kind of somewhat, I'm not going to say limit ourselves, but we just really do it to relax, get away. So.
Yeah.
But that was Larry the Cable Guy, and he, whenever I think of it, he puts me in that mind, of that part of the country. So, and that's like the Blue Mountains, Smoky Mountains, Smoky Mountain area. So that kind of puts me in that mood of that. So, but do us a favor, if there's another bit that you want us to check out from Larry the Cable Guy, let us know. And until then, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share. And I do believe that's it.
That is it. Thanks for listening to Sunshine and E.